This is what I eat in a day, home-cooked Indian prasadam. For the last 20 years I have been eating only Indian food. Sometimes, which is very rare, I may cook something Italian, but mainly I stick only to the Indian cuisine. Exception is the baking part, of course. And not only that I love eating Indian food, I also love cooking Indian food. In a previous video, I have shared with you my morning routine. There I explained that first thing in the morning I drink warm water with little lemon juice, and only after I have finished puja I will accept the fruits that have been offered to my Shishi Radhashyama Sundar. Switzerland is arranged in such a way that everyone takes lunch at 12 o'clock. Schools, small shops and post offices are all closed. When I moved here, I had to adjust to this rule. So for lunch, I always cook sabji, basmati rice, roti and dal. In today's video, I will share with you my Shahi Paneer recipe. First I make paneer and after I proceed cutting tomatoes, which nowadays are super expensive. In Switzerland 1 kg is 4 francs 50, which is roughly 420 rupees. When I make a sabji that requires a lot of spices, I like to prepare them before. For Shahi Paneer I use cumin, bay leaves, cinnamon sticks, few cloves and whole black pepper. When I'm in Switzerland I use oil because I don't like so much the taste of the Swiss ghee, and I told myself when I have little bit free time I will try to make ghee at home. So in hot oil I add all the spices and I roast them for about 1 or 2 minutes until they are golden brown. Then I add some green elaichi. Actually, this is one of my favorite spices, especially when I make sweet. Then I add ginger and a lot of fresh green chilies. I give it a mix and after a few seconds I add cashew nuts, I roast them and I add extra 2 red chilies. Then I add fresh tomatoes and I realized that actually I chopped way too many, but what to do. After I add some salt, Himalaya salt, and I let it cook for 7 to 8 minutes. About 7 minutes I add 300 milliliter of water. And by the way, mujhe maaf kijiye, I just realized now that my camera was turned upside down, but I guess koi baat nahi. All is well. You can very clearly see what I'm doing. Now I let it cool down, that gravy, and then I transfer in a blender and I blend it into a smooth paste. Then in the same pot in which I was cooking the gravy, I put a lot of butter and fresh ginger. I roast it for a minute and then I add the gravy and a little bit more water. Then I chop the paneer that I made previously into cubes and I add them into the gravy. Then I cut fresh coriander. This is another favorite spice of mine. I get it also in the Sri Lankan store here in Zug, but also Swiss stores, the bigger Swiss stores can also sell fresh coriander. Then I add kasuri methi. This is, I think, very important. Kasuri methi and fresh coriander give the special flavor. Then I add fresh cream that is actually in India known as amul cream. And oh my goodness, just look at this delicious creamy Shahi Paneer, and I pray Krishna will enjoy it. Next step is I make basmati rice. I add some salt and butter, and then I start to make chapati. I use this chapati atta also from the Sri Lankan store. I add in the chapati, in the flour, I add some salt and water, and I knead it into a soft dough. I knead it surely about 3-4 minutes, and then I let it rest for 10-15 minutes, and then I start rolling chapatis. And it's actually a shame that I've been making chapatis for about 20 years, but I never managed to make super round chapatis. What I learned is I dry the chapati on one side on the tawa, then I turn it on the second side, on the other side, and then if the chapati dough is well made, when I turn it, when I flip the chapati for the third time, it should rise. And almost always my chapatis rise like this, they puff. So I can make perfectly puffed chapatis, but I can never make perfectly round chapatis. Please bless me. Besides sabji and chapatis and rice, I like to make salad, especially summertime. So I had some lettuce and whatever else I find in the fridge, I add in the salad. I had some cherry tomatoes, some cucumber, kira, and also I had some feta cheese, which I cut in small cubes. Then I make the dressing, a very simple dressing of extra virgin olive oil, and then I add some dahi, little bit Himalaya salt, little bit black pepper, and red paprika spice, sweet paprika spice. Then I mix this nicely and I add into the salad. And now comes the most important part of the cooking, and that is offering the food to Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter verse 26, Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhakta prayachati tadaham bhakti upahritam asnami prayatatmanaha. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit or water, I will accept it. So that is why it is very important that whatever we cook, we offer to Krishna, and it is also important because it is then free from all sins. In the next verse, Sri Krishna says, Yat karoshi yad ashnasi yad juhoshi tadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva mad arpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Now it's time for me to accept Mahaprasad, and this is the first and only big meal that I will be taking in the day. Because summers are very short in Switzerland and sunny days are rare and not so many, I use every opportunity when the weather is beautiful. I take prasadam on my balcony, and the prasadam was so delicious. The combination of the spices was so amazing, and also the paneer was soft. Everything was just so tasty. I wish you could try it too. Jai Shri Krishna. Around 8 o'clock in the evening, I offer Krishna his night milk, and I like to make it a bit fancy. Besides brown sugar, I like to add saffron. This is another favorite spice of mine. I just love the taste. For sweets, I love green elaichi and saffron. These two spices are really good to mix with sweets. Then I boil the milk and I put it aside to a little bit cool down, because I heard once a story when a devotee offered burning hot milk to Krishna and he burned his lips, and since then I'm really very careful not to offer too hot milk to my Krishna. After the offering, I accept this Maha Prasadam milk again on my balcony because the weather remained to be nice. My dear friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you soon again with another one. Radhe Radhe, Hare Krishna, Shubha Ratri.